Can you believe it is 2011 already? Have you made your New Year's resolutions yet this year? I hope it includes a vow to get out of the office, refresh your thinking and perspective, and bring some new ideas back to your office to further your career, your business, and your marketing organization. If that's one of your objectives for this year, BMA is ready to help. I'm pleased to introduce my fellow board member, George Rafiti, who has been actively involved in the social media and the membership committees. George, you and I have been members for many years. How would you best describe BMA?
Well, thanks, Linda. First, let me say that if you are in business-to-business marketing, communications, PR, or branding, and not a member of BMA, then shame on you. It is the one and only professional organization dedicated exclusively to business-to-business marketing. And we have the largest and most vibrant chapter right here in Chicago. Now, to get back to your question, Linda, BMA means a lot of things to me. First, it gives me the opportunity to be involved within the B2B community. As a member, I believe we are helping support and enhance the specialty of B2B marketing, and that's great for all of us, professionally and personally. There are incredible opportunities to be involved, and I hope you'll learn more by visiting our committee page. It also gives me the forum to listen to, interact with, and share ideas with some of the most talented marketers from across the country. We get great high-level speakers and a crowd every month that is just as impressive, plus other events in between that enhance my professional development. I hope to see you at an upcoming event, and I hope you think about joining. Watch out for some great incentives to join, renew, and refer new members throughout the year. And on that note, as you may know, we have the National BMA Conference coming to Chicago in June, and we may just be able to send someone free of charge, courtesy of BMA National. So watch out for a great promotion in January. So Linda, what's your BMA story?
Well, George, you can see my BMA story on our YouTube channel. I, along with several other members, were videotaped telling our BMA stories. You can see them all on YouTube or watch a few right now.
Hi, I'm here with Jennifer Howard, who's the head of B2B markets with Google. She's also a BMA board member. Jennifer, what's your BMA story?
So I joined the BMA about 3 years ago when I changed roles at Google and was taking over the B2B practice. And so it was an excellent opportunity for me to engage with the B2B community and to meet leaders and marketers in the space. And I joined in Chicago as a board member because I was taking over a position of another Googler who had changed her post. So it was an awesome opportunity for me to engage and become actively involved very immediately. And after about a year on the board, I started working with the Millennial Committee, which was really to target kind of our younger professional set and get younger people involved and actively involved in the BMA. And now this year I'm working very closely with the Programs Committee, helping to recruit great speakers that really drive our luncheon program and really contribute to the professional development opportunities that I think the chapter brings to the overall membership. So for me, this has just been an excellent opportunity to not only make some really great connections and colleagues, but I've also made some really great friends along the way. And I think that it's one of those organizations where everybody is so high caliber that you interact with great people all the time and you really get a lot more out of it than you put in. So I encourage everybody to get as actively involved as you possibly can, whether that means joining a committee or becoming more actively involved in some of the events that we have, and really enjoy the BMA every day.
I joined BMA in the mid-1980s. Right after I got out of the newspaper business, I'd been editing 4 weekly papers, and I was just learning the marketing communications field. So I had a lot to learn. It was a big adjustment for me. I needed help to learn about what were the practices within our profession, how to use research, how to use measurement, how to work in new media like video at the time. Now it would be internet and social media. And BMA was a great place to go and get the learning experience and get the networks and meet with agencies and vendors that I would work with for many, many years. In BMA, I've been a member. I've also been a chapter board member and a chapter officer, including president in St. Louis and in Chicago. And you know, in those kinds of roles where you're really involved in the organization, it's great because you get closer to the people that you work with. You learn what they can do. They learn from you. It's really a great network and a great way to develop professionally. BMA has been great for me to take my general skills as a writer and producer of publications and a photographer and aim them more specifically at what is going to get the job done for the customer, and that is to get our story told very well so that our message comes across. If you want to have really great mobile internet service on your iPhone, your BlackBerry, your Android, then equipment like this from Tellabs is what I need to persuade you to buy. How do I do that? It's really by understanding what you need, by bringing you new ideas, and making sure that it works for you. And that's the message that we're telling our customers at Tellabs, that we're going to help you succeed with mobile internet so your users have a good experience, so you have great financial performance, and you can differentiate competitively. Because mobile internet is where our future is. How do we tell that story well? That's a great challenge. That excites me every day.
My name is Julia Goebel. I'm VP of Marketing at Amber Technology, and we're a small company that specializes in hardware and software that integrates with electronic medical records. I've been a member of the BMA for several years. I've originally came from the agency side, and now that I've been on the client side, I find that the information is as relevant as ever. We have a lot of challenges, we have a lot of opportunities, but coming to these luncheons and being involved in the BMA helps me understand the challenges that other marketers have faced, how they've overcome them, and apply the learnings to our business. I've encouraged a lot of new hires to join the BMA. I think it's a great organization to become involved in. For me personally, I've benefited from the networking. I've enjoyed meeting others with similar interests, even in different verticals. I've certainly found that whether it's attending a monthly luncheon or increasing involvement to joining a committee or even leading a group, there's something for everyone as part of the BMA. Certainly the investment is modest when you think about the types of continuing education opportunities. Not only do you learn here, but you can also network with others. And certainly you're always learning about what's happening next in marketing.
Hey Don, what's your BMA story?
Hey George, I'm Don Schreibenreif, and I'm a senior research analyst for Gartner. And I've been a member of the BMA for almost 2 years. I was invited to speak back in March of 2009, and then shortly after that, I was asked to join the board. And the reason that I really like the organization is that it's been the best collection of very smart and energetic marketers that I've been involved with, and I just learn a lot. I enjoy the people that I spend time with, and the BMA has been a great organization for me personally as well.
Why do you think someone should consider joining the BMA?
Well, I think for business marketers, there are people that there's not a lot of opportunities for B2B marketers to get together, and I think the BMA provides that venue of people that you can learn from, you can network with, because marketing in B2B is a little bit different than in consumer marketing, and you need to be with people that are like you, and I think the BMA offers you that opportunity.
Thanks, Don.
Okay, thanks George.
Hi, we're with Suzanne Martin of Motorola. She was also the president of Chicago Business Marketing Association last year and still on the board. Suzanne, what's your BMA story?
My BMA story, aside from getting sucked in by another board member a few years ago and enjoying every minute of it, it has deepened and grown in a way I never would have anticipated. I've found that my BMA story is about the people that I meet and the people that I bring into this organization to experience it. It's all about, I've learned a lot from not just the speakers and the formal programming, but from everybody that I interact with through committees, on the board, again, just relationships and connections that get made. So I highly encourage everybody that I know in the B2B marketing world to get involved in BMA, because once you're involved, again, it's a slippery slope. You get in there, you get involved. The value you get back is way more than you bring to it. You invest a little and you get back a lot, and it's because of the people, great people who are involved.
Great.
That's my BMA story.
There you have it. It's all about people. What's your BMA story?
I'm Mary Urena, coming to you from the floor of the International Manufacturing Technology Show at McCormick Place. And I'm here to tell you my BMA story. I joined the organization in 1989. I worked for a woman who was very pro-BMA, and she encouraged all of us on her staff to become members. It was one of the best things I've ever done for myself professionally. Back then when I joined, I became involved immediately, and that was the key to the kingdom for me with BMA. I became involved in committees. Back then I worked on the conferences. Since then I've worked on membership, I've worked on the Tower Awards, I chaired the Biz Bash auction, and now I work on the breakfast roundtables. And all of them have been incredibly rewarding experiences for me. Some of the people that I've networked with at BMA have become dear, dear friends, and we're talking 21 years worth of friendship. I've also met valued suppliers who've been part of my team for many years, and I will continue to work with them, probably not until I retire, but until I drop dead. I've also had some wonderful mentors as a result of my BMA experiences, people who are so smart and so talented and are so willing to help whenever I need guidance, advice, ideas. They're great people. I've worked on both the agency and corporate side. I've always gone to BMA for my professional development. For many years, I was the lone marketing person in-house at a manufacturing company. I had no one to bounce ideas off of. The BMA team was my team. I encourage you to become involved, be an active member. You'll get so much out of it, and it'll be terrific for your career.
Hi, I'm Marla Schrager, the Executive Director of BMA Chicago, and I get the honor to live my BMA story every day. I started about 3 years ago in this role, and the way I got here was by joining BMA 8 years ago as a member from my previous job. So in this role, I get to plan all of our events and interact with our board members and members, and it's just a great job, and I'm so happy and honored to have it. I encourage you to get involved and increase your education and networking and learn from these great marketers all around you. Thank you.